Okay, are you ready?
Yes.
All right. So there's a lot going on here. It's good to understand how to kind of get perspective here. So we're creating like a multimedia infrastructure. And this is part of our umbrella media company, right? Umbrella media company, UMC. And so we're also going to be building our basically storytelling system. Okay. So that's sort of what we want to do. Those are like, the three main contexts. So the main thing in terms of like building the infrastructure is going to help us build our storytelling system. But we don't have either one right now, right? So this is all brand new. So I think the easiest thing to start with is the infrastructure, like list of infrastructure components to our storytelling system. And then after we get more clarity on the on the infrastructure itself, then we can start getting more clarity on the storytelling. Okay.
Okay.
So there's three main parts. There's basically our WordPress website, right? And then we've got our Google site portals. And then we have our social media platforms, right?
Time to pause. Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
So when we're getting started with the social media platforms, this will be, like Facebook, Twitter or X or whatever we decide to do. We can basically use any platform we want to. We just need to be able to figure out how to automate it. Okay.
Okay.
So for now, we're not really going to focus on the social media platforms because what's going to happen is our WordPress websites are going to be the primary location where all of our data is stored. So this is primary location of all info, data, and public communications. Okay, so our websites will be our main primary focal point. And then the Google sites is mainly sort of like the back end information and worker support. We have all of our Google documents, spreadsheets that will all be linked and coordinated through the portals. Okay.
Okay.
But that's mainly for people who are, after they engage with us on the websites, they would go into the portal. So for now, our main focus is definitely on the websites. Like we have a few portals. We'll be creating more portals. We have tons of social media that we're just not using because they don't have any good way to use it. So right now what we want to focus on is updating our website infrastructure for multimedia purposes. Okay.
Okay.
So let's go. So I'm going to go into that next. So basically, do you have any questions so far on the infrastructure?
No question.
Okay. So next thing you want to go into is the goals for our WordPress site infrastructure. So I think the main goal is really just, to be able to post publicly any and all information and active, updates from the team, continuously. So it's going to be very, it's going to be part of our segmentation model, right? So this is building our segmentation model. Building our segmentation model, right? Let me try to put that a better way. So basically, every session, every
Time
topic,
to take a break. Please stop, write down whatever you were about to say, and take a break for 6 minutes.
Now we're gonna take a break, but every session, every topic, every proposal, every idea, every document, everything gets posted publicly in real time. Okay, does that sort of make sense?
Yeah.
And then to make sure we are clear what's going on, then all of our information is organized in a way that is publicly viewable. So it needs to be segmented so that it is not overwhelming. So if we put all of our information, every single thing, all on one single website, it would be completely overwhelming. If it was all on one social media, it would be completely overwhelming, right?
Yeah.
So we're gonna have multiple websites, multiple social medias, depending on the type and frequency of the updates and information. Okay.
Okay.
Then most importantly, all of our updates and posts need to have links to donations, getting involved, client intake, recruitment, outreach, investors. Like basically, our goal is to be interacting with the public, right? So interact with the public continuously and constantly be outreaching and engaging to get donations, investors, clients, income, like that. This is kind of like the foundation of our entire interaction with the public to bring in income and money. From there, then on top of this foundation, we will eventually do targeted advertising campaigns for additional income, right? So we want to have this like our foundational base, like our multimedia platforms and our integrated systems between our websites, our portals, and our social media will sort of be our foundation to all of our outreach and income, donations, client income, everything. But then on top of that, eventually we will do more targeted outreach. But first we need to have just like a basic functional interactive system. Okay, that makes sense?
Yes.
Cool. So let's take a break. When we come back, we can go over the list of specific, WordPress website categories / types of updates. Okay, so
Yeah, okay.
we're going to kind of go through the details of the infrastructure next. And then once we get that clear, then we actually can start building these websites. Under our deadline, we're just required to complete one single website. So we need to list the websites, prioritize them, and then actually build it. And the way to think about it is that every single possible type of information in the organization and team, right, needs a place to post on one of our WordPress websites. Okay, so that's what we're going to think about, is that every single possible type of information that we have, we are going to create a website for that information and start posting and giving updates information about that particular type of information. Okay. All right, so let's take a 5-minute break, and we come back, we can continue and start going over all these different categories of information that we have.
Okay. 5-minute break.
End
It's
of
4
break.
o'clock.
Time to start. Please get focused on the session.
I'm back.
Time to pause. Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
Okay, I am back.
Okay.
All right, so this is where things start getting a little complicated.
Okay.
Because we have to start listing all these categories. So the first category I would say is our team communications. So our team communications currently is on Discord. It is now against policy to only post on Discord. So we should be doing policy tracking. I can't remember how much policy tracking we're supposed to do, but let's just do some. I know, just start with some 0.5 hours policy tracking for only posting on Discord for our team communication. Okay.
Okay.
So here, let's make sure we have clarity. So this is the category, and then this would be like the status of that. All right. Also, we could have like the frequency kind of. So frequency. So the frequency of our team communications would be, continuous. So unlimited, really, right? There's no really like our team communications, just however much communications we need to do, just keep doing it. Okay, so that's pretty much happening.
How is doing policy tracking now?
I did policy tracking already. You can do some too if you want.
Okay, let me do.
Okay, so okay, so then we're going to continue. So this is where it starts getting a little bit more complicated. So let's go through like types of
Time
categories.
for breath. Please stop and get ready. Now inhale, 1, 2, 3. Exhale, 1, 2, 3. Pause. Inhale together, 1, 2, 3. Exhale, relax.
All right, so I'm going to say team communication. So I'm going to go through the types of categories first, right? And then we can go into the detailed categories, right? Or the subcategories. So you have the team communications. I would say output, an example of output would be like decisions are very important. Policies are very important. Output, even proposals. I guess decisions and proposals are pretty similar. Also you could have like notes, documents, so anything that's output would represent something that's completed. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah. So then you've got what I would say I would call updates. So team communications output and updates. Updates are the most frequency relevant. So I mean, I think that kind of represents the types of categories that I would like, have organized at the time.
Yeah. Okay.
So we can say type. We have team communications category would be, our general comms. So then we've got our output. So output is very like the decisions huge, right? Policies huge. And then you have kind of like documents / notes / reporting / other, I don't know, like there's just other output that we potentially could prioritize, but I mean, I don't know if this is like a priority or not. So all of these would be like as needed, as we made decisions, as we update our policies, all of this.
Time to pause. Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
Let's also start adding a priority score so we can start getting clarity on where the priorities are. So obviously our team communications, very high priority. Decisions, very high priority. Policies, very high priority. But then the documents, notes, reporting, all that stuff is not really that high of a priority because it could be easily put somewhere else. Okay, so then we have our updates. So the updates is really cool because it's all based on frequency. All right, let's see the status. So decisions is not started. Policies has been started, and we need to fix the certificate. Documents not started. All right, updates. So for updates, we have a bunch of different frequencies. Let's try to get these frequencies organized. I feel like the other type of category that we want to have is, organization / project specific. So this would be like SVG website, FQN website. We have just like a normal organizational WordPress website. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I think we do have a fourth category. And then the fifth category would be obviously our portals, right? But we're gonna kind of ignore these because right now these ones are not really part of the multimedia. Well, they will eventually be part of the multimedia, but right now the goal is to get the update. So, and going back to our goals, after we get our update and information multimedia system set up, then when we have priority and important updates, we simply what's the right word? Basically share them to other platforms and other websites. So basically the direction we're going is that everything goes online, everything's public, everything's published, everything's connected to social media, right?
Yeah.
But we have levels and tiers of importance. So we post something as an update, but then we're like, this is really important. So then it gets put into higher level updates. And eventually, if something's important enough, it'll make it onto our main websites for the actual organizations like SVG, FQN, the co-op website, etc., right? Our showcase website. So all of our
Time to stretch.
organization
Please
specific.
Stop, stand up, and stretch and move around for 30 seconds.
Right, quick stretch. Okay. So as I was saying, all of our organizational specific websites are going to be only the most important priority updates are going to be posted on those websites. So that's like going to be like the when everything's clear and finalized and organized and ready to be presented, then it goes on to our organizational like official websites, right? Does that make sense?
Yes.
So our portals are more like recruitment, outreach, just like all of our like client portals, all that kind of stuff. So we'll have all of our portals, our worker portals, etc. So we're not going to focus on the organizational or portals right now. We want to focus on the communications and the output and the updates. Again, this is just all of our like every single day we have communications, we have updates, we have output. We're doing something every day. So every single day we should be communicating with the public on our websites and our social media, right? So every single day we have comms, output, and updates. So every single day we should be communicating with the public on what we are doing. And then that's directly going to turn into fundraising. Every single day, all of our posts will also link to donate here, get involved, invest. Yeah, does that make sense?
Yes.
Invest in the future of humanity. Okay, so let's go through our update model. And let me see if I can get the frequencies here. So all of our updates is like related to our storytelling.
Okay.
So I can't remember the actual frequencies. I'm not seeing it there. Let me see if I put it here. Right here. Let's see it. We'll just have to rethink it here. So again, as I said, this is very, very new still. So let's just go
Time to
through
pause.
the update.
Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
So I'm on line 65. So what I remember, I think that the highest level update frequency was the topic/proposal. Right? So every topic and proposal will get an update and a quick summary. You can think about it like, it's very quick, it's very hashed out, it's not particularly organized, right? Then you have every session gets a session summary, right? And so a session summary is like, this is the kind of the beginning of our storytelling, right? We're talking about, storytelling. So basically we're starting, so these are update frequencies for storytelling. So every single topic would get an update, which is the beginning of our storytelling, right? So this is the very beginning of storytelling. So for example, for this topic, we could say, this is our first time doing a topic on, multimedia systems. We're building our multimedia systems. We're really excited about it. And, that is the topic. We have a few deadlines already set to get this all set up. Okay, so do you understand the idea of like storytelling on every single topic, like an update on every single topic is very important? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Then you would summarize each session. So, okay, Andromeda, this is what we did for Andromeda, right? This is what we did for Cobalt, right? And what's interesting is you can have many different buddy teams going on simultaneously, and each topic within each buddy team will get an update within the topics and proposals. But then within the actual session summary, you want to summarize the entire team. Like if there's 5 separate buddy teams going on simultaneously for Andromeda, we would summarize all 5 of those on like this. These are the outcomes for this session. Okay.
Yeah.
Then we would do daily storytelling. So daily storytelling is not something we do at all now. We are supposed to be doing session storytelling. Right? At the end of every session, we're supposed to do storytelling. I believe it's policy tracking if we don't. So we need to get more organized on that. But for daily storytelling, this would be something new. And for daily storytelling, we could think about it like it could be, every half day, right? Every half day or, twice per day, once for New World and once for Old World, right? So right now there's not much going on in Old World, which is fine, but that can change in the future. But every day, like we have a session, Hydra session, we have an Andromeda session, we've got a Cobalt session, and then
Time
Sonic.
for breath. Please stop and get ready. Now inhale. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2, 3. Pause. Inhale together. 1, 2, 3. Exhale, relax.
And then the Sonic session, we would summarize the whole New World, everything that happened that day during the New World, and then that would go on our daily updates and summaries of what happened for the day. Does that make sense?
Yes.
And then lastly, we would have our weekly updates. So our weekly would include both half week and weekly, storytelling. And anything that's like a monthly update, a quarterly update, quarterly reporting, even annual reporting, or whatever, half year reporting, right? All of that would be part of our weekly updates in storytelling, because it's like it only happens once a quarter, once a year, but we still just put it in our once a week. Here's what happened. This is what's going on. Or once or twice a week, we give very important updates. Okay.
Yeah.
So
It's like
the
a
way
new letters. It's
new
going
what?
to be like a new letter.
Well, a newsletter would be a little different
Okay.
because a newsletter might only come out monthly or, even quarterly or even half year, right? So, we could do a newsletter at some point, but this is more of like storytelling and updates. So think about this like it's one level below a newsletter. Like a newsletter would be a little bit more professional, where you intercombine a lot more information and try to present it all professionally. For us, it's more of like, this is the update, this is what we did this week, or this is the most important things you need to know about for the week, and then we just post it. And it doesn't need to be perfectly, it doesn't need to be like a newspaper, right? It's just a post. Okay.
Oh, it's like when you are working today, Buddy Team, Luce and Jay did storytelling. So we narrate, we
Well,
summarize all.
that would be just the storytelling for our session, right?
Oh, yeah.
So you say, okay, this is what we did on our session today. This is the work they did. And then the daily summary might be like, okay, today the most important thing we did was we got off of 60% pay stop and we were able to get started on our multimedia. And here's the link to the information, right? So it doesn't need to be long. It doesn't need to be a lot of information, especially with the daily or whatever. But we want to summarize. Some days will be a lot more exciting than other days, right?
Yeah.
And some days are going to be negative. It's going to be, oh, we ended up on lots of pay stops. We're
Time to
not getting the work
pause.
done. There was a
Please
huge
stop.
contention. There was a lot of
Close your
problems.
eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
So it really just depends on what happens in any particular day, whether it'll be a good update or a bad update. We just want to update everything, right? And make sure people know what's going on, based on our policies, which is that we try to be neutral, right, on everything. So, but the way to think about the weekly summary is like every half week, every 3 days, we look at the last 3 days of daily updates, and then we summarize it all, see what the most important things are, and then we create basically a half week update or weekly update on what is the priority that people should know about. Okay?
Yes, clear now.
And the weekly updates this is what I would call our primary social media, right? So our primary social media will be our weekly updates, right? And I would say instead of like a newsletter, most likely what we're going to take our weekly updates, and instead of making a newsletter, we're probably going to make a video vlog, like basically more of like a audio video experience that we update. So we'll take our weekly updates and then we'll turn them into a little broadcast where we actually make a video where we present what is going on to the public in a video format as opposed to a written format. So everything I've shared right now is going to be our entire multimedia model is all going to be based on written, documented information. And then that will be basically our framework, and have everything written out and ready to be, ideally, once you get to the weekly updates, the updates will be much more organized and professional, right? So the topic and the session updates are going to be very quick and haphazard, and then the daily update will get a little bit more organized, a little more professional, summarized a little better, and then by the weekly update, it's like, okay, this should be a professional presentation of the information. So then you can just take the weekly update, go into a video, talk about it, present it to the public, and then that's more of like our newsletter, right? Because the public really interacts more with video than written newsletters these days anyways,
Yeah.
Yeah. So so we're not going to talk about or think about or worry about the video at this time. It's just not necessary. Like the first thing we need to get is get the functionality of just like regular topic summaries, session storytelling, daily updates and storytelling, and then weekly updates and storytelling. Once we get that rhythm going where we're constantly doing these updates, and then we'll automatically be put onto the social media, people can start
Time to
interacting.
take a break. Please stop. Write down whatever you were about to say and take a break for 6 minutes.
People can start interacting with us and engaging with us much more. And then eventually it will get more, everything will get more functional. Then we can start adding on video and adding on other fundraising ideas to bring in more money. right? Because I would say like video blogging is like more of like a targeted audience for fundraising as well, because we're going to be doing all of our team fundraising, which is basically going to be video, but we can do our team fundraising based on our weekly updates and what's going on in the organization. Then we can add to that with targeted fundraising and ads and other ideas that we can put on top of it, right? So right now we're just trying to build the foundation, and the foundation is all going to be in writing, okay?
Yeah.
And then another thing we could think about as we are building all of these written documents, we could literally hire someone that does nothing but takes our written updates and then turns them into pictures, right? So we could just hire someone to just turn written updates into pictures for Instagram or you know, some website that only does picture format. They don't do written format, right? Like Twitter is all primarily written format, and then you can add whatever links you want. And then you have video format. So we're going to start everything in the written format. But then once we get the foundation of all of the updates and information written out and organized, and they get more and more organized over time, then eventually that will be escalated to both picture and video format. Okay?
Okay.
But we don't need to worry about that. That'll just come automatically, right? For now, we just need to get the foundation together. And obviously the foundation should be based on text, because that's how everything is currently based. All of our communications are text, all of our notes are text. Everything that we do is text based. And then our output is typically document based. Okay. So a few things here that are missing that we're not really worrying about right now is, you know, our wikis, right? So we're kind of skipping the wikis. We are required and supposed to create wikis, but for now we're just going to stick with WordPress and have things that are more social media, because wikis aren't really social media orientated. So right now we're focusing mainly on the social media, but eventually we'll have wikis as well, and we can get that organized. And there's a couple other things that we're skipping too. So let's just finish here. So none of these have been started. The frequency for topics and proposals would be, I don't know, 2 to 5 per session. And this would be, you know, 1 to 2 per session, daily 1 to 2 per day, and then 1 to 2 per week. So those are the frequencies. And then we need to think about the priority scores. I'm not sure what the priority score should be in terms of the frequencies. You know, I think that there's only one way to go with this, which is that everything starts with the topics and proposals. All of our work is based on topics. Everything is a topic, right? The topic is priority and primary. We start doing more and more updates with our topics, updating, clarifying, organizing. Then the session summaries are just a summary of the topics. And then the daily summaries are just a summary of the sessions. And the weekly storytelling is just a summary of the daily storytelling, right? So it all feeds off of itself. So I would say the top priority has to be the topic proposal. Then you do the session summaries, then the daily summaries, then the weekly summaries. What do you think?
Yeah.
Because if we did the weekly summaries first, it's like, okay, what are we going to write about? You know, we don't know what, you're just kind of making things up. But when you have everything, when you have the topic and proposal summaries, and then the session summaries and the daily summaries and then the weekly summaries, that everything feeds on itself. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So, oh yeah, it's cool. All right, so I think everything is looking very, 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 very good on the overall structure and what we're trying to do. So let's look at these. Let's look at these scores. Do you have any questions before we go into our next part here?
No, I don't have now. It's clear.
Okay, so the first, and it's so exciting actually moving forward with work. It's like I feel like it's been a month since we've done any work as an organization. All we ever talk about is like money and like, oh my God, it's been so ridiculous.
Yeah.
Okay, so if I organize this, what I'm seeing here is our top priorities are either the general communications to the team, our policies and decisions, or our topics and proposals. So I would say one of those three. So if I come down to line 90, our top three priorities for our websites are our new updating websites are either our team communications, our topics / proposals, or our decisions / policies. Okay.
Okay.
And break. Time to start. Please get focused on the session.
So, I mean, we have to decide on which one. So the policies has been started, right? So we could just continue this. I feel like policies are sort of the foundation to everything that we do. And without the policies, it's very difficult to move anything else forward, you know? So that's kind of why I got started with the policies already.
Okay.
But there's also, you know, the team communications is huge. The topic of proposals would be something we could use now right away. I mean, this is the foundation, right? This is the foundation because it's immediate, right? You know, we have a topic one, storytelling, right? And here we could do an update about this topic right away. You know, I believe there's also I think there was another category that we had. Let me see if they have one. So we had policies, notes, work, team form, updates, storytelling, topics, sessions, daily, weekly. Okay, so that's all same, correct. And we just had note. Dictation, topic proposals, session updates, daily updates, guiding documents. That's a good one. Okay, so there's a few other categories here. So other categories. Obviously, they're not as important, but let's just add them.
Okay.
So we have a guiding document. Very, very important. Dictation. And I do feel like, you know, there is something about just like note in general. Like, it's hard to say. Like, the topic summary is very, very different than just the note, because you can have very long topics with just like tons and tons and tons of notes. But we could put those into the topic instead. Let me see here. Policies, team form, decisions, weekly updates, dictation. I guess, oh, wait, topic and proposals.
Time to pause. Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
So anyways, I mean, we could separate out the topics from the notes if we want to. You know, where basically when you are doing a topic, you really are just summarizing that single topic. Whereas when you're doing notes, for example, like this particular session, if you think of like a tweet or you think of like a, you know, social media, we could easily have had 1, 2 our goals, 2, 3 this list, 3, 4, 5, 6, possibly 7 or 8 different sets of notes plus of posts. for just this one single topic, right? So for notes, you could have, unlimited per, posts per topic, right? So just every single time you have enough notes to just kind of do a quick post. The same. What is it? Huh. Okay, and when is that? Right now? Okay, I'm a little busy, but all right. So this will be update, update. Output. Oh no, documentation. Guiding documents is also part of our output. Documents, notes, reporting, other. Yeah, cool output. Cool. So yeah. So updates, dictation, and notes could be internal to the topics themselves. So I don't know if that's something we actually want to do separate from the topic proposals, but we could eventually do it. Maybe it's not. Maybe right now the most important thing is just like the topic proposals, and then we can eventually get to the dictation and the note posting.
Yeah, I think so.
Anyways, I don't know. I'm just gonna give it a 5. We'll give both a 5, and the scouting documents will give 5 as well. Cool. All right, but either way, the top 3 is still the same. So the top 3 is still, or I guess it's the top 4. Team communications, topic proposals, decisions, and policies. So I would go with either policies or topic proposals, because we already started with the policies one. So this has a good example of the direction we're going. But we need to do all 4.
Time for breath. Please stop and get ready. Now inhale, 1, 2, 3, exhale, 1, 2, 3, pause. Inhale together, 1, 2, 3, exhale, relax.
So should we stop and wrap up, since I do need to get going? Otherwise, I'm fine continuing. Did we take a break? Did we miss a break?
Yeah, we can take a break.
Yeah. And do you have any ideas on what we should start with? These top 3? Top
I
4?
think we should start with proposal.
The topics and proposals?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see what we can do here. And the number 1 priority right now is we need to continue to fix the certificate of the actual website itself. So we'll continue to try to fix that. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a break, 5 minutes, and we come back. Actually, can I get a 10-minute break?
Okay.
Okay, cool.
Time to pause. Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
What is it? Oh, it's actually recorded? New chapter? I thought everything was going down there in February.
Time to stretch. Please stop, stand up, and stretch and move around for 30 seconds.
All right, I'm back a little early.
Okay, I'm back as well.
I still need to go again soon though, but all right. So now we get the URL.
URL of this is
So these are the URLs I was thinking about here.
okay.
So you have topic.updates.fqn.fun. And then you have basically session updates, daily updates. So this could be like, team.fqn.fun, decisions, decisions.fqn.fun, and then policies.fqn.fun. I think I ended up doing policy for that one. We'll have to check. All right, so double check here. It says policies here, but yeah. All right. So anyway, so that's what I'm thinking of. Does that sound
Time to
good?
pause.
This would be
Please
a
stop.
proposal.
Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
Yeah, that is good. At least you just search by topic, and then and everything at the end look the same.
Yeah, we can always update it and change our URLs in the future if we need to. It's kind of a pain in the butt, but it's not impossible. But that would be the proposal. Line 110 is to use the fqn.fun domain. We certainly have other domains. We have FQV. So other options could be like FQV, frequency quantified. We've got unitynet.info. We've got unity.fun. I don't know. I think we have unity.something. Anyway, so we have plenty of other options that we could use, but I think this is a good option, like because we go by FQN. Everybody knows us as FQN, so FQN.fun I think is good. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So if we're starting with topic updates, we would go to this particular. It would be topic.updates.fqn.fun. We could also do just topics. .fqn.fun, but what I like about topic.updates is that it goes with all of our other updates, because we have weekly.updates, session.updates, daily.updates. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So topic updates, I think is good. Hold on a second. I just need a second.
Weekly update, topic update. Okay. We have like 1, 2, 4, 5. Is this okay?
Okay, I need to get going, but I need another like 10-minute break. So what's up? This all looks good or what?
Yeah, it's look good.
Okay, so we're doing topic updates, right? Topic dot updates. So now we go into
Weekly updates. Then session update, then daily.
Time for breath. Please stop and get ready. Now inhale 1, 2, 3. Exhale 1, 2, 3. Pause. Inhale together 1, 2, 3. Exhale, relax.
okay. So we have to create a new domain. I think the first domain would be actually updates. So updates dot fqn dot fqn. Okay, so there's updates. So then we want to do topic dot updates dot fqn dot fun.
Then next.
All right, so there we go. Topic update. So we created it. It's there. Force HTTPS redirect. What does this say? You cannot activate HTTPS redirect because auto SSL is not currently active for this domain, or SSL certificate is not valid. Ooh.
It was successfully created a new topic update that.
Just curious. So it's a policy. Fine. Is it working still? Yeah, it looks like it's working more. Yeah, it's working. Okay. So that is excellent. All right. So the policy does look like it's working. So, okay, so then we come in here. We go to WordPress Manager,
Mm-hmm.
and then we're going to install the WordPress. So we want to say install a fresh copy of WordPress, and we're going to quick choose updates, topic.updates.fqn.fun. Perfect. All right, and then we got the site name. So this would be FQN topic and proposal. Well, we'll just say site name is like FQN topic updates. We'll say
Yes.
topic updates, and then we could say FQN topic and proposal updates.
Updates. Yes.
Updates. Admin username, admin, and we'll add a passcode. Admin email.
Time to pause. Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
Auto upgrade. Yes, we definitely want to auto upgrade. Okay, cool. All right, so I need to get going. I'm going to get this installed, and then we're going to continue to install other websites. So the installation isn't too bad, and the whole goal is making everything as standard as possible, so it's very easy to create as many websites as we want. Okay.
Yeah.
But we'll go through that more later. So let me just make sure that I'm not sharing my screen when I do the password.
Okay.
And then installation started. Here we go. Okay, so admin username, admin password. Okay, admin. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Everything's good. So I'm going to install that. It usually takes a little while, but then I need to get going. So I need about 10 minutes here. Do you want to come back later? I'm fine just calling it. We just continue tomorrow. I mean, we did really good right now. We're excellent. We actually set up a new website. So
we can continue tomorrow, or if you are coming in 10 minutes, you can still continue. Tomorrow is still okay. At what time?
just Andromeda. Oh, tomorrow is Sunday. Usually we go till Monday.
Up to Monday.
Yeah. So if you want to do tomorrow, we can, but it's most likely it would be Monday, you know?
Okay. So you can just do it on Monday then.
Monday. Okay, yeah. Coolio. So yeah, this looks good. We're making lots of progress. We're going to get all these multimedia sites. Once we get all the multimedia sites updated and organized and functional, then we just go ahead and start actually prioritizing the responsibility organizing for the storytelling, and then we'll be setting up all the policies and getting everything organized, and then from there we just start getting functional. We just start doing it and integrating the actual social media, and then after we start integrating the social media, then the goal is that eventually, like our foundation, it's going to be very slow, but eventually it should build up and slowly integrate more outreach and connection with the public and get more and more people involved and bring in funds and get clients. And I think it'll help also our targeted
Time
advertising.
to take a break. Please stop. Write down whatever you were about to say. and take a break for 6 minutes.
Because the more people see about and hear about us, the more when we do see our ads, they'll be more inclined to want to pay us money for client work and stuff like that. Okay.
Yeah.
So I think this is something I've been wanting to do for years. So it's just really exciting. We're finally getting to it. And I think this is really the
At least good
foundation of
start.
soft ones. Yeah.
Yeah.
Julio. All right. I will. And the other cool thing about this model is that it's nothing that we aren't already doing. Like every single session we have topics. Every single session we have summaries. Every single session is just like we have our notes. That's just copying and pasting into WordPress so that it's publicly accessible. That's literally the only change that we have to do. So this should not be difficult. It should not take a lot of extra time, but it could bring us a lot more opportunities for income and
Yeah.
fun, get functional. So anyways, I will talk to you later. I don't know if you want to do the wrap up but we did
Oh,
we did an hour and a half just now.
yeah. How can I track these hours? 1 hour now.
So this was 1.25 hours. And then we did 0.25 hours for the setup, right? And view up. So
Yeah.
setup view up is line 36.
36.
Yeah. Right. So then we worked on our multimedia for our team.
Multimedia
Is under showcase. FQN showcase multimedia. So I think it's line 76 or 77.
76.
This is definitely 77.
So, yeah, model, yes.
This is part of the segmentation model because like every single topic, every single part of the notes, every single session is all including these segments. It's just like the segmentation model. So we're just constantly putting out these segments to the public about what's going on. So this is line 77.
Okay.
Segmentation multi. Yeah. So FQN, line 76 is FQN multimedia for the showcase itself, but we were not working on the showcase. We were working on the overall segmentation model and the foundation to our multimedia systems. Okay.
Okay.
Line 77. All right, cool. I will talk to you soon.
Okay. And also we'll have to update my payroll is not matching priorities.
The what?
The priorities on the payroll tracking sheet.
I mean the calculations?
Yes, it has X where it's
Yeah,
not
we
supposed to
skipped,
have X.
yeah, we skipped that. We didn't do that before, so
Okay.
we have to do that for sure.
Thank you, Jay. At least I'm happy we have at least moved somewhere.
Yes, making
Little
progress.
but
Sure.
yeah, little progress.
Cool. All right, I'll talk. Well, actually, this is pretty big progress. This is substantial, and also just so you know, like I want to show you how cool this is all going to be. Like we go back to our topic 1 at the very bottom, the website that we have already, policy.fqn.fun. I think this is it. And let me make sure I'm sharing my screen so that people can see it. Since I don't have any more. So it's line 122. So this is the website that I've been working on, which is kind of going to be what all of our websites are going to look the same, because we want everything to be as simple as possible, exactly the same, over and over and over again. So instead of saying FQN policies, it'll say topic updates, and then it'll say, topics are where we as a team get focused, right? And then it'll say a little blurb about topics. We'll have the same pictures. We'll have the different topic categories of all of our different topics, and you'll be able to click and see all the different topics, and then we'll have a little information about timekeeping or whatever, and then we'll start having everything. So this still doesn't have any policies on it yet, but I already have a draft policies in the other website. I just need to copy and paste them over, so we can do that when we get to the policies. It'll be pretty quick and easy. But
Yeah.
eventually all the policies will be on this beautiful website, all organized and categorized by every single type of policy, so that all the policies are totally transparent and open and easy to understand and readable, and like it'll be amazing. Okay.
Yeah, it looked nice, Jay. I think
Yeah.
we are going to get more clients when they see that.
Oh, of course. Yes. I'm not worried about any of it. All I'm worried about is us doing the work. Like no one wants to do the work. Everyone just wants to complain and talk and have contention and like, get money for not doing anything. And it's just like we never get any work done. If we just do the work, money is just not going to be an issue at all.
Yeah.
It's just all about figuring out how to actually do the work because we know what we need to do. We just don't do it. All right. Anyways, I got to get going. I will talk to you soon. Okay.
Okay. Bye.
Cool. All right. Ciao.